it's all gonna be good. Don't worry about nothing, don't worry about nothing, nothing now. It's all gonna be good. So breathe like you know you should. Yeah, breathe.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are looking at the ifs, that is IFS, or the nested if function in Microsoft Excel for data analytics. Now you might be asking me, Meshach, just last time we looked at the if function, okay, and so what is the difference between that if function that we looked at and then the IFS, that is ifs or nested if function that today we are coming to be looking at, and that is what today I'll be taking you through. And so if you're ready, let's jump right in. Hello, I'm Meshach here, and still in the course of the video, just wanted to take a minute and to let you know that if you're a small business owner or someone trying to break into data analytics, hey, you should know that I can help you move faster without confusion. Over here, I offer one-on-one data analytics coaching where I teach you podcast skills in Power BI, SQL, Excel, Python, alright, and business insights tailored to your goals. Whether it's for improving decisions or landing a role, you are at the right place. I also need you to know that I've also created a Power BI beginner ebook that breaks everything down step by step, no jargon, no overwhelming. And so if you are ready to actually understand data and use it with confidence, I'll ask you to check the links right below. I've attached it to my video. Alright, and you can see, so this is my one-on-one coaching where you can book a coaching session with me and you can get to ask me questions directly and I can help you to solve any problem that you are looking to solve when it comes to data analytics. You can also find my ebook here, right? And so if there is something that you like, you can simply go in and then you can purchase it, and it's quite affordable, so you can just go in and purchase it, and trust me that you are going to get the value that you are looking for as you buy this book. All right, so without much ado, I digress. Let's move back to the video. All right, and so the difference between the if function that we've already looked at and the nested if, or the IFS, that's the if function in Microsoft Excel, lies in the fact that with the if function, we are only taking into consideration one logical test. All right, whereas with the nested if or the ifs, we are taking into consideration multiple logical tests, all right, in the function that we are writing. Now, what do I mean by this? Now, what I simply mean by this is that when we looked at the if, what we use the if for is that we can simply say if, all right, and like so you can say this is a logical test, all right. So we only have opportunity to use one logical test, that is if what, if this particular sales column is greater than 10,000, then we are going to say deserves a bonus, all right. However, if it's not less than 10,000, then does not deserve a bonus, all right. So you can say that it's only giving us the opportunity for just one logical test, all right. And so we can say, all right, so the if function is saying if this particular column, all right, is greater than 10,000, all right, is greater than 10,000. So if the value is true, then what do we say? Then we want to say bonus, all right. And then it's asking us else, what do we say? That is, if the value is false, then we want to say no bonus, all right. We want to say no bonus, and now we can close it. We can add another if function to this. It wouldn't work, all right. It wouldn't work even if you open. So that is for the if. So that's going to nested if, and then we can now close it and like so, all right. Then we have this. So this is simply how the if function works, all right. However, when it comes to the nested if function, so you saw me wanting to do something, then I stopped because that would then be us entering into the domain of nested if, so I didn't want to go in there. But essentially, this is how the if function works. Now I have a video on if function, and so if you want to go and then look at it again, I'll be leaving the playlist to that at the end of this video. You can check that out, all right. We are going in there to explain what the if function is all about. But now what the if function does is that it helps us to look at more logical test functions, all right. It helps us to look at more logical test functions. And so in this particular video, we have this data set, and these are our logical test functions, all right. Let me just clear this because of the equal to. So these are our logical test functions, all right. So we are looking at three logical tests, all right. We are looking at when the value over here, when sales is less than 7,000, then the bonus should be 2%, all right. And then when sales is greater than 10,000, then the bonus that we want to give you should be 10%. And then when it's between 7,000 and 10,000, the bonus we want to give it should be 5%. And so that is what we want to fill in here, all right? And with this, we can't simply just use the if function like we just previously used, all right? We need to use something called nested if. That is bringing in multiple if functions, all right? Or either that, or we can just use IFS, which is ifs, to summarize all of the nested if functions. That is the multiple if functions, all right? And so we are going to be looking at two things. So the first one is what I was trying to do. Here I'm going to say, all right. So because we're looking at all these three, I'm going to say if this, right? So if this logical statement, all right, is the first one says it's less than 7,000. If it's less than 7,000, then we want it to be 2%. All right. Now, under normal circumstance, we are just going to put if it's not, all right. But because we are looking at three logical tests, all right, we can't just close it right over here. So what we can simply do is we can say, all right, so if the first B2 is less than 7,000, then we are giving it 2%. Let me correct this. So this is 2%, all right. Okay, but if it's not less than 7,000, then what? That is, if it's greater than 7,000, then we want to see 10%, all right. So again, we can go in and say, all right, but if again this particular cell, all right, is greater than 10,000, all right, then we want to say, so like so, then we want to say that is 10%. Do you understand? That is 10%, all right. But then again, we have, what if it's not less than 7,000, but it's also not greater than 10,000? That means it's in between it. So we can simply say that, all right, if that is not the case, then we simply want to say then the person is receiving a 5% discount, all right, a 5% discount. And now you can close this like so, right? So that if we drag this down, now you can see it showing like that, all right. So I made an error here. I made this 5 like so, and we don't want that. You can see right here that is wrong, all right. So we can simply just change it or correct it, all right, and like so. Okay, and now let's go back there. All right, so now it's corrected. And so now this is telling us that, all right, so if the value over here is less than 7,000 and this is less than 7,000, so it's equal to this person deserves a 2% bonus increase, right? Because the sales that he or she brought in, it's less than 7,000. Then I will go here and we say, all right, so the sales this person brought in is more than 10,000, all right. And so we want to say then that person should receive a 10% bonus increase, all right. And then now this one is telling us that this person received greater than 7,000, brought in greater than 7,000 sales, but less than 10,000 sales, and that is why this person is receiving 5%, all right. And so with the nested if, when we use multiple ifs, all right, in a statement, we are able to, break everything down, and then per each logical statement, we are going to give it a result that we want to see. All right. So for each logical statement, we want to say this result. For each of them, we want to say this result. For each of them, we want to say this result. All right. And so this is a level above the one that we already looked at, where only brings in one logical statement, and it's either this, no, it's either this. If it's not this, then it's just that. All right. And so this is one way we can use the nested if. But another way, or the other thing that I want us to look at is the ifs, all right. And this is even more important and more used as compared to this, all right. So with this, we are saying this is IFF, so this is multiple if functions, all right. So you say that in this particular one, we're doing multiple if functions, but we're still using the if in each logical test, all right. But when we use the IFS, because you can see that this has an S, it simply means that we can use multiple if functions, all right. But then we don't need to be repeating the same if in each and every one of the logical tests, all right. So how does it work? So we are saying that it's equal to ifs. Now we are going to be using ifs to do the exact same thing, all right. But in this case, I'm saying ifs this, all right, is less than 7,000, all right. Then what do we want? Then it should be 2%, a 2% increase, all right. Now where in this particular case I would have added another if, because this is an ifs function, we are not going to bring in another if, all right. And so if this is the first statement, we are done. Now what is the second logical test? Now the second logical test is if it's greater than 10,000, then 10%. So comma, we can simply just come here and say Now if this is again greater than 10,000, all right, then we want to say what? We want to give it a 10% bonus increase, all right, like so. Excuse me, like so. All right, and then what is the third logical statement? All right, so the third logical statement says that if it's between 7,000 and 10,000, there should be a 5% increase. All right, and so with this, we can simply say, all right, now if this, all right, is greater than this and less than this, so we can simply say, all right, so if it's less than, all right, if it's less than 10,000, then again we want to see then that should be a 5% increase. And now we can close this and enter like so, and now you can see that it's working accordingly. Voila. So as you can see, this is how the ifs, all right, in Microsoft Excel works, and the nested if function in Microsoft Excel, they do the same thing, all right, just that with the nested if, where you need to be adding if and if and if and if and if, all right, as long as there are more logical tests, the ifs, all right, statement, you don't necessarily have to do that. You just have to start with your IFS, and then you can just put in your logical test, all right, one by one without having to repeat your ifs, your ifs, your ifs, your ifs, your ifs, all right. And you can do this for as many logical tests that you've been given as possible, all right. If there are 10 logical tests, you can simply just put all of them right in there, all right, and we are just going to continue, all right. And so this is how the ifs and the nested if function in Microsoft Excel will work. All right, now this is going to come in handy when we start working on real projects. Okay, and so it's important that you understand this. Okay, and so yes, without much ado, I'll be bringing the video to an end on this particular video. All right, and like I always say, do be sure to hit on the like button if you enjoyed the video. All right, comment down if there's anything that you need me to be aware of, help you with, or touch again. All right, if there was something I didn't really understand, then I'll be sure to get in touch with you as soon as possible. All right, so don't forget to hit on the subscribe button so you can join the nakama, so that when I upload any new video like this, you'll be among the first to be notified. And like I always say, do be sure to take care of yourself. Excuse me, I'm not really feeling so my energy is down, but do be sure to take care of yourself, and I'll be sure to catch you in the next one. Stay safe. Whatever you type,